What is going on, everybody? Today's topic of conversation is going to be: is your branding online helping your sales conversion? Is your branding online helping sales conversion? I see a lot of folks spending a lot of time, money, energy on the wrong things. Maybe it's not your funnel. Maybe it's not your website. Maybe it's not your social media platforms. Maybe it's your messaging. Maybe it's your branding. I'm going to tell a story about a brand accelerator client who came to me frustrated as hell. He was a master at his craft. This guy knew the ins and outs of this particular software that was geared towards helping mechanics, guys that fix trucks and cars. And people were coming to him because he knew everything about this program. But the problem was he didn't know how to monetize it. And he was getting frustrated because people were reaching out to him, spending, an hour and a half on the phone with them. And that would be it. There'd be no transaction. There'd be no sale. Yes, the person, got what they were looking for, but that left him high and dry because he was like, man, that's my time. I'm never getting that time back. As much as I want to help these people, like I gotta get paid, right? This is how I'm going to be able to sustain my life and my business and do something that I really love to do. Or he'd get clients that just, they were never going to buy from him, no matter what he sold. They were just going to him for information. And it frustrated him because as much as he wanted to help people, he wanted to grow a business. He wanted to build a brand around what it is that he does. And he didn't know where to start. And he just kept pumping money into these funnels and, he's trying to do all these things and it just wasn't working. So here's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about how branding is going to help you really with that sales conversion and have it be an asset for you so that you can start leveraging it. So people are pre-framed and pre-sold before they even get on the phone with you. That's a good position to be in. That's a really good position to be in. So let's dive into this, shall we? So let's pump the brakes real quick on the fancy funnels, on the fancy websites, on the fancy videos. And let's dive in to branding for a second, because I think people get it twisted still. And I get it. You don't do this for a living. You're not a branding guy or gal. So when people say branding, it's your website, it's your logo, it's your colors, it's what it looks like, right? But it's not. That's just one part of it. So let's dive into the deeper side of branding. And so I asked my client, I said, well, who's your ideal client? Because if we don't know who that person is, it's going to be very difficult to speak to them. It's very difficult to put out marketing that's going to capture their attention. What typical problems are these ideal clients facing every single day? What is frustrating the hell out of them, and what's making them reach out to you? Why come to you versus just Googling, right? So we need to understand that, right? What change are they looking for in their life and in their business or whatever they do? Okay? What are they aspiring to be? Are they aspiring to be the best mechanic, the best coach, the best software? What are they aspiring to be? And how does your service help them tell that story? How does it help guide them along their journey in life? Why would they want your stuff? That's the bottom line. Have you ever taken a second to just think about this for a second? I'm guilty of this too. I like to jump. Oh man, let's go, let's go, let's go. Well, that's setting yourself up for disaster, because if you look at any of the successful people out there, they don't jump without a plan. You hear me talk about this in other episodes, but they don't jump without a plan. You got a plan of act. You got to have a plan of action first. Then you're going to be a lot more confident as you continue down the journey, right? So I asked my Brand Accelerator client, I said, at the end of the day, boss, what do you want people to feel about you after they come through your service or your consulting, after your product or service is used? And he's like, I want them to feel safe. I want them to feel more efficient. And I want them to feel like they have a partner, that's going to help them grow. And I was like, okay, that's all good stuff. Do you think your website, do you think your funnel, do you think the way you're showing up on YouTube is presenting that to the best of your ability? He's like, nope, that's why you're here. So I said to him, all right, well then let's dive into the feeling stuff. Let's dive into the branding. Let's start to position yourself online as the subject matter expert, so that when people find you online and they start digging around your website and your funnels and your YouTube channel or your Instagram or your LinkedIn, people are going to be like, I think I found a solution here. This guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about. Boom. Now that's brand, and that's your branding. Don't forget it. Don't get it twisted. The minute they say, ooh, I think they are my solution, that's branding. Your branding has done something in their minds for them to think that. Right? You don't need to know it all. Remember this. You don't need to know it all, but you need to know more than them. And you need to be able to articulate that better than them. So I heard this on a recent podcast. If you could articulate your client's problem better than they can, they will assume you know the solution. I'll say it again. If you could articulate their problem better than they can, they will assume that you have the answer to their issue. That's what I want you to focus in on. Okay? So let's dive into here. I got a cool segment coming up at the end of the show. It's going to be called the Hip Hop Quote of the Day. And all you guys know that I'm a big hip hop fan, and I have to say I owe a lot of that hip hop culture to the success of my business and what keeps me motivated every day. Just the lyrics alone have done tremendous things in my life that I don't think I'd ever be able to accomplish if I didn't sort of take action on some of those lyrics. So I'm going to start doing the hip hop quote of the day and make sure that I source them and credit them. I don't want any copyright issues. But I'm going to give you a little clip at the end that's going to help you leave this podcast pumped and ready to roll. So here's a couple things before we start to wrap up. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Now, what if your ideal client found you online, and after a couple minutes of going through your funnel or going through your website and social media, they said to themselves, hell yes, this is what I want. How do I move forward? What if you positioned yourself correctly? Now, both look and feel, not just the prettiness of the site and the funnel and your social media videos and all of that, but what if they felt, I should say, what if you felt that your messaging matched the image that you were trying to communicate to your clients? What's that going to do for your business? What if your branding did a lot of the selling for you, before people even got on the phone with you, especially if you're a coach or a consultant? What would that do for your business? So at the end of the day, guys, how does branding build sales conversion or help sales conversion? It builds trust, and trust sells. Without trust, you don't have a brand, you don't have a business. So focus on building trust through your branding, right? I have a live training on YouTube. It's called Why Your Funnel Sucks and How Branding Will Fix It. You could just go to the brand doctor, type it in the search query. My channel will come right up, and it's a video. I posted it a couple days ago, so you'll find it right away. But that's the title of it. It's 44 minutes. I want you to go check it out, right? Because I bring you through a pretty awesome process that's going to help you start to establish more of a branding foundation for your business, so that when it is time to build your funnel, your website, your online presence, it has meaning behind it. It has legs to stand on. You're building a strong, solid foundation that people are going to connect with. And then you could build your business as big as you want it. But without that strong foundation, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I had somebody on Facebook just reach out to me. I got tagged in one of the Facebook groups. This guy was looking to build his online presence, and so I think it was funnels. And somebody tagged me in there, and he reached out to me just now, and he's like, I'd love to get on the phone with you and chat. And I'd be like, I'd love to get on the phone with you and chat too. However, you have no idea who I am. So how about I invite you to my website, have a look around, see the testimonials, see the case studies, see the services that we provide, and if it makes sense for us to get on a call, because I don't want to waste your time, I don't want to waste my mind, right? But I'm confident and proud on my online presence. That's why I tell them to do that before we jump on a call. Again, I don't want to waste time. My time is precious, so is yours, right? But I will let my website and funnel do the selling or do the indoctrination. And then it's up to him. And then I said, if after what you see is great and you want questions, if you have questions, happy to help you. Happy to help you. Right? We can jump on a call, we can chat, and I can answer those questions. But I'm not going to just jump on a call with somebody who has no idea who I am. Right? But I'm able to do that because I have a solid brand presence online. That's the key, guys. That's how branding is going to help you build sales conversion and help conversions. Right? So let's get into the hip hop quote of the day. All right. This one comes from Jadakiss. The name of the song is Lil Bra. Right. And this is a little line that has always stayed in the back of my head forever. Here it goes. That's it. That's it. I'll leave you with that, guys. Have an amazing day, and I'll catch you on the next one real soon. Take care.